number of calculations. Now taking you out to Steel Beach where there's a crash on 45.
It's going to be on the southbound side at Steel Beach Boulevard. It's one of our lanes blocked still. There's a fatal crash investigation there. Traffic is being diverted off to 605. There's on the 5 southbound to 710. We have a wreck there blocking the right shoulder. And look out in the West Covina area. 10 eastbound is Vincent, wrapping up a crash here. Blocking the 2 right lanes, traffic is a bit slow as you approach. KFI in the sky. Helps get you there faster. I'm Jonathan White.
Accident, waiting to be called just good the morning.
Southland weather from KFI, partly cloudy today in Metro LA and Inland OC. Highs in the mid-60s, mostly sunny in the valleys and Inland Empire. Highs in the low 70s. Beaches sunny with highs in the mid-60s. We lead local live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jane Yamamoto.
Here's today's smart money tip from Owning. Call 833-2-OWNING or go to owning.com to find out more about this amazing offer. Have you ever kept your 30-year mortgage for more than 10 years? If you're like most people, the answer is no. Then why are you overpaying for a loan you probably won't keep? Introducing the Smart Money Loan by Owning. With an interest rate of 2.375% fixed for the first 10 years, 2.819 APR. Lock in your rate for how long you'll probably keep the loan. Lower your rate and payment and save thousands in interest. Call 833-2-OWNING to log in a 2.375% rate, 2.819 APR today. Or visit owning.com.
NMLS 2611, subject to credit approval. Savings may vary. Call 833-303-2169 for licensing and qualifying terms and conditions. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
That's 833-2-OWNING or owning.com. Omicron spreads faster than any other COVID-19 variant, so it's important for you to mask up to limit the spread. N95, KN95, and KF94 masks offer the best fit and filtration. Don't have these? Surgical masks or double masking with a surgical and fabric mask can also offer great protection. So there you go. Mask, vax, and get boosted. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hey LA, are you looking for a refi or new home loan? Cake Mortgage gives you a free instant rate pro with no credit check. Working with another lender? No problem. Cake will beat their current refi or purchase rates or give you $1,000. But you have to act now. Call 877-818-CAKE and put your home equity to work. 877-818-2253. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act.
The President's Day business sale has arrived. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business, so save up to 45% on PCs, servers, storage, monitors, and more. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
If you're tired of big cable bills, you can get NewsMax TV for free. Millions are watching NewsMax. Available now on major cable systems or for free on smart TVs like Samsung, LG, and Vizio. Find it streaming on Roku, Sumo, Pluto, Amazon Fire, TiVo, Apple TV, and more. 7 million Americans have downloaded the free NewsMax app on their smartphones. It takes just seconds. Then watch us anytime, anywhere. Forbes calls NewsMax a news powerhouse. Find out why. Start watching today.
Small businesses who switch to Spectrum Business can cut their internet and phone bill in half.
Spectrum Business can cut my bill in half? Really?
It's true. You're overpaying and we can prove it. Grab your bill and visit spectrum.com/business calculator. In just 3 easy steps, you'll see your savings.
Wow, I can save over $1,500 a year.
That's real savings. See for yourself. Visit spectrum.com/business calculator and make the switch today. Restrictions apply.
Save online at ConnellChevrolet.com. The Orange County original since 1964. Connell Chevrolet, Costa Mesa.
KFI.
AM 640.
An iHeart radio station.
More stimulating talk.
It is the Jesus Christ Show. I am your holy host. Happy to be with you this Sunday, as I am with you every single Sunday right here, answering your questions and talking about the things that truly matter in life. And of course, the afterlife. I encourage you to be bold and brave. Go to the phone with your theology question or life situation question anywhere in the U.S. of A. Dial 800-520-1534. That's 800-520-1534. One, welcome to the Jesus Christ Show.
Yeah, I have a question about tacit approval. If I say I'm a Christian and I believe in certain values or said values, then how is it that Christians always pander to people that have the exact opposite values? And isn't that tacit approval? They don't do anything about it?
Well, you'll have to explain a little bit more. What do you mean by kowtow or Christians giving in to people that have the opposite values?
Well, we see that all the time when we bring in people from other countries that have the exact opposite values of Christianity. And then they do terrible things, and we just let it happen. Is that tacit approval?
No, I think this is something that concerns me quite a bit, is people are confusing politics with faith. And what ends up happening, this has happened a lot with Christians and connecting themselves to thinking that conservative beliefs are the same as Christian beliefs. So, and I can hear it when you ask the question, Juan, that you're asking about, is it right for America to allow immigrants of different faith into the country? And the answer is absolutely it is right. Because that is what America stands for. As a matter of fact, the whole point of having a revolution was because dealing with Britain and forcing a particular religion or faith upon people. So to say that it's against the values of America is ridiculous. There's freedom of that. So as a Christian, if you feel that you have to protect yourself from other views, to me that sounds more like, imagine this. Juan, do you want a partner in life, a wife, to only love you because you lock her in the house? Or you don't give her any option because she may meet somebody else? That's not love. That's not love at all. And God doesn't do that to you, Juan. God gave you free will. You can come and go as you please. It's strange that Christians use the Bible for the exact opposite. They want to take away people's free will. People have the right to believe whatever they want, freely. And the assumption that different people are going to bring in their different beliefs into the United States, you can hear it all you want on conservative radio and all of those things, that the United States is a Christian country, and that's not true. There were Christian values, absolutely, and faith-based values that were at the beginning, and those that believe. But there's a lot of variance as to the faith of the individuals that even wrote the Constitution. Believe it or not. And the purpose was not to keep people out. It was to have a place where people of different faiths could come together. And I think that it's a great disservice that many Christians have started worshiping partisanship over their God. And they come to a place where they see their religion and their politics as being the same. As if God is a God of America and not the world. There is no Republican or Democrat to God. There is no right or left to God. There is only justice. There's only kindness and grace and mercy. And it saddens me that that the church has just rolled over on their back and allowed this idolatry to enter the church. As a Christian in America, you are bifurcated. You have to separate and understand the difference between the Bible and the Constitution. The Bible are the words that control the Christian. The Constitution are the words that control the country. They're not the same. The Bible does not control the country. It controls your faith and your life. And it should be a guidance for you. But you can't go around using it as the law for everyone any more than you could complain about the, speed laws or the laws in another country. If they don't live by your laws, that's their choice. They have to live by the laws of the United States when living in the United States. But this confusion, Juan, with the assumption that the United States is guided by Scripture is not true. Nor should it be. Now, are there principles? Absolutely. The Ten Commandments were a large part of the structure of laws. But those pretty much go everywhere, and they're a structure in every belief system. But not all 10 became laws. Worshipping your God, those things are different. That's the Bible. And I think the confusion of the two and trying to mutate them is the modern day golden calf. People now worship their partisanship more than anything. And it's vulgar. It's vulgar, it's separatist, it does not come from Scripture. Nobody wants to shuffle the deck anymore. They want to separate the hearts from the diamonds, from the clubs, and just separate everything. It's like, would you do that to your own body? Would you cut off the left of everything to make things better? Would you cut off the right of everything to make things better? It's bizarre what's taking place in the United States. And it takes place other places as well, certainly. But in the United States, the tying it in, because you'll get the same group of people saying Sharia law is of the devil. But it's okay to enforce your religious beliefs on everybody. It's so strange to think that a Christian will say, everything was lost when prayer left the schools. Bring back prayer. Bring back prayer at graduation services and ceremonies. Okay. So what if it's somebody from the Satanic Church giving the prayer? What if it's somebody from a different faith? No, that's not. So what you're saying is you want to bring Christianity, Christian prayer, back into things. And that's so narrow-minded. It's a loss of perspective, and it has nothing to do with Scripture at all. It is not a theocracy. And I know many Christians would love for it to be, but you know what would happen if it was a theocracy? Then the denominations would attack each other. Because that's what happened. And now then it's going to battle it out until one denomination becomes supreme. And then what will you do if it's not your denomination? Still Christianity, but it's not your denomination. And now that's the law. It's not well thought out. And unless the church steps up as a whole and beats down the monster of partisanship in the United States, then Christianity will circle the proverbial bowl, as it's starting to, more quickly than ever. You are listening to The Jesus Christ Show. To ask your question, dial 800-520-1534.
Want to pay off your 30-year mortgage in half the time? Network Capital is offering a low 15-year fixed rate at 2.75% with a 2.94 APR. Take advantage of a lower rate with half the payments. If you're looking to lower your interest rate, pay your home off sooner, or pull out some cash, don't miss this opportunity. You'll never have to worry about refinancing again with rates this low. Our 15-year fixed rate is 2.75% with a 2.94 APR. It's not often to get such an amazing second chance to refinance and forget it. That's a 15-year fixed at 2.75% with a 2.94 APR. Network Capital has experts standing by right now to help. Call 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1-HIT. As in home run. Call now and save big on your refi. 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1448.
NMLS ID 11712. Not licensed in all states. Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Licensed by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation and the Financing Law. Number 603D787. An equal opportunity lender. Rates subject to change and may not be available at rate law. Discount points may apply. Subject to credit approval. Call 800-500-1448 for additional cost information.
Run, walk, honor. Tunnel to Towers 5K Run and Walk in New York City retraces FDNY firefighter Stephen Siller's final footsteps on 9/11. The event pays homage to the fallen. What began with 1,500 people in 2002 is one of the top 5K events in America, with about 30,000 people taking part each year on the last Sunday in September. That single event has now inspired more than 70 runs, walks, and climbs in different cities, plus dozens of more golf outings and barbecues across the country. Proceeds from these events support the Foundation's programs. Tunnel to Towers carries forward a legacy of courage and heroism by honoring our country's military and first responder heroes, people who are willing to die protecting our country and our communities. Register for an event in your area, volunteer to start one, and join Tunnel to Towers on its mission to do good and never forget. Donate $11 a month at T2T.org. That's T, the number 2, T.org.
So, how's 2022 going for you? To me, it's just whizzing by already. Problem is my retirement's looming, and I needed to sort it all out before it's too late. I went to Noble Gold, and they recommended a precious metals IRA. You can hold these in gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, or a mix. Now I won't have to worry about inflation, catching up, or running out of time. To find out how you can do this too, you need to talk to one of Noble Gold's experts, not a call center or a salesman, a knowledgeable and professional expert who will run through your options with you. I did, and it's such a weight off my mind. I tell you, Noble Gold delivered exceptional customer service. Also, if you're quick, this month Noble Gold are giving away a free 1/10 ounce solid gold American Eagle coin with any qualifying plan you start. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com or call 877-646-5347.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell's President's Day event has arrived, and it's time to unleash your fun side. For a limited time, save up to $250 on select tech, like Alienware and XPS PCs with Intel Core processors. Get started at Dell.com/President's Day or by calling 800-BUY-DELL.
KFI traffic, we still have a closure on the Seal Beach area. 405 southbound at Seal Beach Boulevard. This one has all lanes blocked. Traffic is being diverted off at the 605. Due West Covina, 10 eastbound at Vincent. We have a crash here blocking the 2 right lanes. And look out Guard Grove, 22 westbound at Brookhurst. We have a crash there along the right shoulder. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jonathan Weiss.
It is the Jesus Christ Show. I am your holy host. Happy to be with you this Sunday, as I'm with you every single Sunday right here, answering your questions and talking about things that truly matter in life, and of course, the afterlife. I'd love to hear from you if you have a theology question or life situation question, anywhere. And the US of A, dial 800-520-1534. That's 800-520-1534.
Check, please. 1, 2, 3.
Chris, welcome to the Jesus Christ Show.
Thank you, Jesus. I want to ask you a question about the Mormon religion, but I need to give you a little backstory.
Okay.
In 1938, my mother got pregnant, and she was 18, so she gave up her baby for adoption. 12 years later, she had me when she got married, and I thought I was an only child. And she died 10 years ago. 2 years ago, I got a message from a lady saying that my mother and her mother were the same people. So I found out I had a sister. She's a lovely lady. I've gone to visit her. She's Mormon. She was raised in a Mormon church. So I went to their service, and the grandson is in the ministry, or what do you call it, where they mission. So they go to different places. And I talk to him once a week with the young men that he's with. I need to know what your take on the Mormon religion is, because they believe in you and they believe in God, the same God, as far as I can tell. But I don't know. What do you think?
Well, normally on the program, it's not our focus to, put down or do anything that causes ugliness or division, because that's not the purpose of the show. So normally we don't point out a particular belief system unless it intertwines, like yours does, into a question. There's no way to separate it. So I want people to understand this in the spirit in which it's intended. This show is decidedly coming from a mainstream Judeo-Christian perspective.
Yeah.
That means there will be belief systems like Mormonism or Jehovah's Witnesses or different things like that are believed by mainstream Christianity to be outside of the fold of traditional belief. So that means that they may use similar terms, but the common belief is that they are outside of mainstream Christianity. So I will tell you this, and that is speaking specifically based on Scripture. They have other documents and other books that are outside of what most Christians to believe coming from Scripture. So that causes issues for a Christian to have those other documents. Having said that, that's academic. Going back to your question, what I would say is separate your faith from the relationship in the sense that if you go and you experience church with them, your services, it's a different experience. It's an all-day affair, correct?
Right. Yeah.
It's a whole different experience that way. And as long as you continue to be prayerful and thoughtful about your own beliefs, just enjoy each other. And, you can do the same thing. You invite her to your church as well, and to understand each other. But unless there's, questions that you're going to go back and forth on or things like that, just love one another, and enjoy the opportunity to connect. If you want to stay strict in understanding of your faith, then you have to understand that when they say the word and you say the word, it means two different things. So, even though it sounds the same, I will tell you what an amazing group of humans they are. Incredibly loving and enjoying their time. I want to separate these things because I think it's important. The character of the individuals, the heart of the individual, you have to take that and understand that. It's theologically where there's differences, and they part ways as to who they say I am. When people do formal debating, the first thing you do behind the stage before everybody goes out and has their time going back and forth, is defining terms so that people don't get confused as to what they mean. So if someone says Jesus, and you say Jesus, they're only making Jesus.
That's why I look at it. Their Jesus is the same as my Jesus, but I don't know.
And when you start getting into the theology, it's not the same as mainstream Christian belief. Now, having said that, you can both be wrong, but you can both be right, because there's contradictory beliefs. So, that's it. But I would say that the most important thing, spend time with your sisters. Learn about each other, learn about your family, love one another, take care of each other, understand each other's faith.
Wonderful, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And allow that to be your differences. And that's fine. But it doesn't change the love for one another or the enjoyment of connecting or any of those things. And just, you can go in peace, Chris, with that. But there are differences that are important to mark. There really are. It doesn't put them down as a people or people of faith or their hearts or any of those things. And I don't want that to be heard because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying academically and theologically they are different. You are listening to the Jesus Christ Show. To ask your question, dial 800. 520-1534.
If it doesn't affect you, we're not interested. KOST HD2. Live
England's Queen has COVID. I'm Denali announcing the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Buckingham Palace says Queen Elizabeth II has tested positive for COVID-19.
We understand that she is experiencing cold-like symptoms, mild symptoms, but of course there will be fears for her health. She is 95 years old. She did cut back on her official engagement in October after doctors' advice, and of course they'll be keeping a close eye on her. Queen Elizabeth II is the world's oldest and longest reigning monarch. The palace said she will continue to receive medical attention and follow all the appropriate guidelines. The Queen has been vaccinated and boosted. Both her eldest son and daughter-in-law Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, have also recently tested positive for COVID-19. The Queen is expected to continue with light duties at Windsor Castle over the coming weeks. People testing positive for COVID-19 are required to self-isolate for at least 5 days, but the British government says it plans to lift that requirement for England this week. Hundreds of police in riot gear have swept through Canada's capital, retaking control of the streets around the Parliament building and appearing to end the siege of Ottawa after 3 weeks of demonstrations. Police in Canada have arrested more protesters and trucks blocking the U.S.-Canada border.
That brings the total so far to 170.
Ottawa Interim Police Chief Steve Bell says some of the Freedom Convoy demonstrators used tear gas and smoke grenades against the officers. The protesters are upset over COVID-19 mandates in Canada. A police officer with the Huntington Beach Police Department has died in a helicopter crash in Essex County. The second officer was hurt in the crash last night. Huntington Beach Police Chief Eric Clara says the helicopter was on its way to a call when it crashed into the ocean.
The other officer, unfortunately, was injured. Unfortunately, he tragically passed away as a result of injuries sustained during the crash.
That officer has been identified as 44-year-old Nicholas Vila. He died at the hospital. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the cause of the crash. Russia may invade Ukraine any day. ABC's Ian Cannell says world leaders are trying to get Russian President Vladimir Putin to stop his plans to invade Ukraine.
And the diplomatic channels are still active. President Putin speaking with President Macron of France in the last hour or so. There is some hope that perhaps that can be revived, but the question is, what does Vladimir Putin really want, and is he willing to make concessions?
The United States says Russia has about 150,000 troops near Ukraine. And the Ukrainian community in Los Angeles is holding a rally at 1 o'clock this afternoon in front of the federal building in Westwood, demanding unconditional sanctions on Russia. Pope Francis calling healthcare workers heroes for their daily service, not just during the pandemic. The pontiff clapped his hands and invited the public in St. Peter's Square on Sunday to do the same in a sign of a great thank you for doctors, nurses, volunteers who care for the sick. Italy was marking Sunday as a national day to pay tribute to healthcare workers. And some Mississippi politicians want to try a tax strategy that may seem counterintuitive.
Mississippi is one of the poorest, unhealthiest states. Its schools are chronically underfunded, and it lost population in the past decade. Now some Republican leaders say they want to boost Mississippi's fortunes by phasing out its income tax, the source of 1/3 of state revenue. Opponents say erasing the income tax is a terrible idea because it would mean even less money for schools, healthcare, roads, and other services, especially hurting poor and working-class residents. But Republican Governor Tate Reeves says erasing the income tax could help the state attract new businesses and residents. Mark Ronner, KFI News.
Now taking you out to Steel Beach, where a crash on the 405 has now been cleared.
Still the 405 southbound Steel Beach Boulevard off-ramp. Soon after several hours, the crash had all lanes taken away. Everything has been pushed off to the right side, so all lanes are open. And that earlier backup coming down from Palo Verde, that has thinned out very rapidly. Nearby in Garden Grove, the wreck at Brookhurst, westbound on the 22, now off to the right shoulder. A journey here into the San Gabriel Valley. It's a collision with the two right lanes blocking West Covina, 10 eastbound Vincent Avenue off-ramp. And then watch out for metal debris in the two right lanes eastbound 118 at Stearns, and that's in Simi Valley, Ventura County. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Bill Thomas.
Being a leader is the art of empowering others, and Norm Reeves Honda Superstore is leading you to a super experience during the Norm Reeves President's Day event. Still hearing new vehicles are hard to come by? Shop our super selection of new Hondas, or reserve your model of choice from our incoming shipments. Have your sights set on buying pre-owned? Choose from hundreds of used and certified pre-owned vehicles. Also, swap your old ride and enjoy a super experience with our fast and fair appraisals. Get the vehicle you want now, and see how it's easy to take the lead from the driver's seat. Hurry in for the Norm Reeves President's Day event going on all month long. Visit our super award-winning Norm Reeves Honda Superstore locations in Huntington Beach, West Covina, the Irvine Auto Center, and the #1 Honda store in the Cerritos Auto Square. Plus, we're now open in Vista. Shop online at normreeves.com. That's the Global Honda New Vehicle Sales 2021.
As the experts in transmissions for over 50 years, there's nothing at AMCO we haven't heard.
Do I hit the gas?
Saved. And nothing we can't fix. It's going... What's that? From transmissions to brakes and everything in between. No credit? Finance your repair at AMCO. Exclusions apply, may not be combined with any other offer. Limited time offer, participating centers only. People who know go to AMCO. AA MCO.
This winter, we must all do our part to protect ourselves and loved ones from COVID-19. Getting vaccinated gives you the greatest protection against severe illness and death. And for the first time, everyone in the family ages 5 and up is eligible for the vaccine. If you are already fully vaccinated, get your booster to keep your immunity strong. Keeping each other safer is simple. Get vaccinated. Visit myterms.ca.gov to find a vaccination location near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell at the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's California attorneys. 1455 Fraser Road, Suite 500, San Diego, California, 92108. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com.
Is your job leaving you just over broke and out of hope? Maybe this is your year to get into IT. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You can start your new life in months, not years. Best of all, we've slashed tuition, and financial aid is available to those who qualify. Attend classes day or night, live online from the comfort of your home. Go to My Computer Career and fill out the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science, it's mycomputercareer.edu.
Southbound weather from KFI, partly cloudy today in Metro LA and Inland OC, highs in the mid-60s. Mostly sunny in the valleys and Inland Empire, highs in the low 70s. Beaches sunny with highs in the mid-60s. Right now, 53 degrees in Irvine, 50 degrees in San Clemente, 43 in West Hills, and 50 degrees in Burbank. We lead local live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jane Yamamoto.
Over 2,000 years ago, I walked this earth, teaching, healing, inspiring, and preparing to make the ultimate sacrifice. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. What if today you and I could talk, voice to voice, and you could ask me anything? You are listening to The Jesus Christ Show. The Jesus Christ Show. Your holy host. Happy to be with you this Sunday, as I'm with you every single Sunday right here, answering your questions and talking about the things that truly matter in life and, of course, the afterlife. I encourage you to be bold and brave and go to the phone with your theology question or life situation question anywhere in the U.S. today. Dial 800-520-1534, 800-520-1534.